I want to hear about this. This is like inside baseball now, folks.
Oh, sure,
Because Billy and I haven't talked since the latest writing
There's a song
session.
called Hate.
I've heard Hate. I remember. We played it a little bit.
But we got it down now.
Okay, cool.
It's I want to name the next record Hate.
Of course.
Just because
you heard it here first.
Just because it's so appropriate.
It is.
Especially the time we're living in. And the song is...
Oh, you know what? The album cover could be. Oh,
sure.
I dislike the word should. That's why. So that's why I corrected myself. That's just a me
Doesn't
thing.
mean it's going to happen.
No. But it could be like the word hate in the sky.
Yeah.
And a pool of water below it, and reflected in the same font at the same size, the word joy.
Oh, sure.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
I don't know. These are crazy ideas. Yeah,
but it's ironic.
Yes, it's the irony of it. That's why I like to do that for the album cover, so that we can help people get over the no. We get it.
And I think that song's not a great example of it, but because I think it's obvious that the song's ironic. When you hear it, of course. Yeah. But there are songs like Calmed is not ironic.
No.
Calmed
it's a good song.
Thank you.
And if people, I guarantee you, there are some people, perhaps a lot of people, who don't listen very closely to the lyrics and just enjoy the catchy little dun 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 dun, right? And they're into it, and then there's this rap section, which is kind of cool, and that's great. And they might not
what's being said.
They may not be paying attention too closely.
I wrote it specifically to be on the nosy, but which nosy?
Yep, I know.
Though if you really sit down and look at it, you're like, oh, it's pretty obvious.
I know which way it goes. Right. But it could go.
It has.
Yep.
And it has. I've had, MAGAs come up to me like, yeah, that song. I'm like, that song doesn't mean what you think it means.
But to them it does.
And that's why I love it.
Yep.
Because they connected with it.
Yep.
And it speaks to them.
How many new songs have you guys come up with?
There's a lot.
Great.
It's a lot.
Oh, I'm excited.
We have at least a record's worth. I mean, we have...
Yeah, we've already had
2 or 3 records worth of music, but it's a matter of like what we're going to pick.
Yeah. But there's good stuff coming?
I think, yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, John's got...
Do we get to hear any? Do I get to hear any demos before we
we're gonna
play them together?
soon.
Okay, great. Because I'd love to come into that next rehearsal.
I just think Emily is really come into her own
good.
as a songwriter. I mean, she already had, but like
She leveled up.
Yeah.
Emily is
Emily's my daughter, but
Billy's
she's also
daughter,
lead
but
singer.
she's lead singer in the
yeah,
band.
she's gonna be 29 in
Huh.
a month.
I'm sure she's really glad that you told everybody that.
She didn't care.
Okay, great.
No, yeah. Have you met my family? We don't really care about that stuff.
Yeah, no,
But it's
you said some new covers coming.
Yes.
What are the new covers coming?
The funny thing about Emily's songwriting, the difference between our writing styles is she's very...
I mean, there's so many. I could tell you so many differences between your writing styles. Yeah.
Mine is political, usually socio-topic.
Yeah.
Topical.
Yeah, that's where you draw your inspiration from.
Yeah, it's generally where I draw my inspiration from.
Yep.
Emily draws hers from emotionally.
Yes.
And because she's such a deeply empathetic person.
Yeah.
And her experiences too. She's worked with dementia patients,
right?
The elderly, and hospice. Now she works with an organization to help homeless teens get into homes, into apartments. So,
yep.
What do? I make art.
Yep. Yep.
Like that's pretty much all I do. And I do production work and da.
Yeah.
But I have empathy.
Oh, I know you do. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
They're 2 different writing styles. And then we have John, who's another deeply emotional, deeply, not emotional, but empathetic human being. And his politics are kind of super subtle.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to his writing. But most of his writing is human-based. Right.
Yeah, he is good at that sort of connection with the everyman, if
everyman.
you will.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he's an everyman.
He is.
He worked in sales for 25 years, and now he works.
He's also in
real
sales.
estate.
Yeah.
I mean, no, he worked
but different sales. No, I know.
Yeah. Ad sales.
Yep.
And he's been a professional musician his whole life. So all of that combined, he just has a really interesting perspective.
Yeah. Wow, cool. I'm excited to hear these songs.
That's
so
different.
What are the covers?
Perspectives. One is a Betsy Hutton, I think her name was.
Okay.
She wrote this song, "Your Murder, Love is Murder" or something.
I'll look it up.
Emily sent me a version of it.
Murder, he says.
Murder, he says. I think it was. Was I right about the name, Betsy?
Betsy Hutton.
Betsy Hutton.
Betty Hutton.
Betty Hutton. It's funny because we have that song, Betty the Stripper.
I know, yeah.
There's a sad story with Betty Hutton. Oh, such a sad story. But Emily sent me this
Great
version of her singing it with the ukulele just on the phone.
Sure.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Like she's going to hate maybe she won't listen to this, but she hates when I say, how amazing she is.
Sure.
Cause she's
proud papa, but also
like,
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, that's the wrong way to say it. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Yeah.
Like she sent me this phone recording. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, I just want to play for people. Like, listen to this.
Just this.
This
there
is
you go.
one of the best singing artists in the world right now. And like, nobody knows who she is.
Yep.
What? 10 people know.
Yeah.
Right.
We got like 7,000 Facebook followers. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, we have
an
like
audience. We actually do.
Yeah. But she's just ridiculous. And it's not just the proud papa. I know talent.
Yeah.
I know it. I know.
Yeah.